In 1999, Amazon stock reached an all-time high of $5.25. In 2001, Amazon dropped down to just 30 cents. Sound familiar? Purchasing ADA in 2023 will be looked at as the equivalent of buying the Amazon stock in 2001, but with more potential because ADA has unlimited utility, Cardano. This was a tweet from Lucid and is parting the curtains to many optimistic conclusions. Cardano holders, we've got news. One of the major things that occurred recently in the Cardano ecosystem was the keynote address at the Rare Evo conference, where Charles Hoskinson, the CEO of IOG and Cardano founder, made some shocking statements. Everyone was over the roof, and the crypto media platforms did not miss a detail. Hoskinson made the audacious prediction that Cardano will overtake Bitcoin and Ethereum to become the world's largest cryptocurrency. Currently, Cardano is the 8th largest cryptocurrency with a market capitalization of approximately $8.9 billion, quite far behind Bitcoin's $506 billion and Ethereum's $198 billion. The crux of his argument is that Cardano's commitment to on-chain governance and decentralized form of decision-making that directly involves the community. So that is our challenge, and this is why I think that Cardano is probably going to become the biggest cryptocurrency in the world, and I think it's going to become more than just a cryptocurrency. I think it's going to become the backbone of a new digital nation, a new society, a place where we can finally begin to trust each other again, where we move from don't be evil to can't be evil, Hoskinson said. He targeted his criticisms at the governance models of market leaders Bitcoin and Ethereum. He pointed out that Bitcoin's static design could be its Achilles heel in the long term, and Ethereum's leadership dismissed on-chain governance as unachievable. But Hoskinson argued that as crypto platforms mature and accumulate users in hundreds of millions, not employing some of the on-chain governance could end up becoming a liability. The Cardano founder also tackled apprehensions revolving around decentralized governance, which some perceive as disruptive to established systems. For Hoskinson, this form of governance could be a tool for renewed community engagement and trust. Expressing his faith in human potential, he explained that he'd always believed in the best in people and sees decentralized governance as a way to restore that trust. Achieving the mantle of the world's largest cryptocurrency would require Cardano to not only significantly scale its user base, but also to navigate a complex web of regulatory and technical challenges. Also, let's not be quick to forget that Charles Hoskinson is always quick to defend Cardano against any form of criticism. Many negative names have been labeled against Cardano as enough reason to be uninterested in the platform. But this is where the question of the source of Hoskinson's optimism comes in. Charles Hoskinson once addressed the attacks on Cardano, especially the proclamations of its death, irrelevance, or failure by the venture capital coins, the crypto media, or the maxi crowd, telling them Cardano is here to stay in this tweet shared on August 14th. It read, "No matter how many times the VC coins, the crypto media, or the maxi crowd proclaims we are dead, irrelevant, or failing, we will always remind them that Cardano is here to stay." Back in February, Hoskinson also hit back at the critics who called the Cardano community a cult because of the discussion on the possible addition of contingent staking to help the crypto industry meet regulatory requirements amid growing scrutiny over the sector. However, amid this turbulent situation, the unimaginable happened. Cardano became the Amazon of crypto. In a recent video, crypto capital venture founder Dan Garmedello drew parallels between Cardano and Amazon's early years, pointing out the underlying principles and potential for long-term value. He argued that Cardano has strong fundamentals and the potential to serve as a financial operating system for the world with a higher valuation than Amazon at a similar stage. Cardano's market cap currently is around $8.9 billion, compared to Amazon's $2.2 billion market cap after its crash. This is interesting, right? Furthermore, he highlighted the focus on security and decentralization, comparing Cardano favorably to other blockchains like Solana. He believes that Cardano is in the early stage of customer adoption, with various companies building on its blockchain. He sees a lot of untapped potential in Cardano, and it could offer significant value to investors who have the foresight to see its potential, which makes us wonder whether you are also seeing it from his perspective. The cryptocurrency market plunged roughly 40% since reaching a high in early November of 2021, shedding $1.2 trillion in less than 3 months. But Cardano ADA was hit even harder. The price of the ADA coin fell 60% from its all-time high. Its evidence-based approach to blockchain development still wanted a loyal fan base and many enthusiasts who saw significant upside after the sell-off. This makes it easy to conclude that Amazon and Cardano share similar stories and trends. The next big thing that would happen in the crypto industry could in fact come from Cardano. Amazon is an American multinational technology company that focuses on e-commerce, cloud computing, and digital streaming. It has been referred to as one of the most influential economic and cultural forces in the world. It is also one of the world's most valuable brands, too. Amazon was founded by Jeff Bezos from his garage in Bellevue, Washington. and was initially an online marketplace for books. Now it has expanded into a multitude of product categories, a strategy that has earned it the moniker of the everything store. Ranking 5th in the world in terms of market cap with a staggering $1.045 trillion, according to the company's market cap, Amazon has been able to cement itself as a global giant that has altered how we shop and live. Expanding beyond just delivering goods, it is also a media streaming service and manufactures other technologies such as Alexa. Amazon has quickly become one of the most recognizable company names throughout the world, and has become a commonly used word in everyday language, much like Google. However, like many other large corporations today, such as Google and Facebook, Amazon started as a small business, building its way up to being a large corporation. It is indeed a rags to riches story. Like many other companies in their first couple years of production, Amazon saw losses. However, one of the most significant signs that the company was on the path to success came as a result of some transitions in 1996. Within that period, Amazon's revenues rose from $4.2 million to $8.5 million, while seeing a 100,000% decrease in losses from each quarter. Although they were still seeing roughly $2.2 trillion in total losses during this quarter, it was a positive sign that they were able to do more than double their revenue while decreasing those losses. After extending beyond books in 1998, the first time Amazon was able to cross into black number territory and make a profit was seen in the last quarter of 2001 after a busy Christmas shopping season, and then the spark started. From there, 2003 became Amazon's first profitable year as the company saw net profits grow from $3 million in the last quarter of 2002 to $73 million in the last quarter of 2003. This led them to earning $35 million for all of 2003, which was up from losing $149 million in the previous year. Above all, Amazon's journey from a small online bookseller to one of the global giants today saw its ups and downs in the beginning, but its commitment to innovation led it to be one of the most successful companies in the world today. And there's even more. One of Amazon's most recognizable and profitable services was first introduced in February of 2005, known as Amazon Prime. Debuting as an unlimited 2-day delivery subscription at $79 a year, Amazon Prime began with relatively limited consumer traction due to the concept of online shopping being somewhat new and subscription prices still being too expensive to some. But after a couple years of expansion of the service and subtle changes such as the introduction of the Prime Video portion of the subscription, Amazon started to see substantial growth with their subscription service in the 2010s. According to data provided by Search Logistics, Amazon has seen an increase of roughly $29 billion in net sales from 2013 to 2021, with 2021 seeing a total of $31.77 billion in net sales of Amazon Prime. So what does this story teach us? Cardano ADA might look petty now, but we are on the journey to some huge returns. The beginning of Amazon and Cardano are somewhat similar, and there's even a possibility that Amazon will build on Cardano itself. Cardano has been introduced to us as a turnaround in the financial system of the world, and at this point, we have no choice but to believe it. The Cardano founder sees great prospects in Cardano, and that's to let it go or to be tongue-lashed by some critics. But what do you see in Cardano? That's going to be it for today's video. Make sure you subscribe, click on the notification buttons, and we'll see you in the next video.